Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you get a lot of insults after dating them. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. The fluorescent lights of the common room hummed, a stark contrast to the buzzing in your ears. You tried to focus on the textbook that was played open before you, but the words blurred, overshadowed by the whispers that seemed to follow you everywhere. It had been like this for weeks, ever since word got out about you, Bakugo, and Kirishima. Seriously, what did they even see in them? He'd overheard someone scoffing by the lockers yesterday. It's completely insane. Another voice chimed in. Yeah, they're just there. Bakugo and Kirishima could have anyone. He knew it was irrational, but each comment chipped away at your composure. You'd always prided yourself on your thick skin, but this was different. This wasn't about your quirk, or a bad grade, or even a questionable fashion choice. This was about your relationship, about the love you shared, and it felt like a personal attack. A sudden loud yawn startled you from your reverie. Kirishima stretched on the sofa opposite to you, his red hair a vibrant splash against the muted background. Rough day, babe? He asked, his voice soft, laced with genuine concern. He always had a knack for sensing your moods, even when you tried to hide them. Before he could answer, Bakugo slammed into the room, a half-empty juice box clutched in his hands. He grunted in greeting, dropping onto the cushion next to Kirishima. You couldn't tell but smile faintly at the sight of them, so different, yet so perfectly complementary. Kirishima, with his unwavering optimism and kind heart, and Katsuki, all explosive power and a surprisingly tender core that only a select few were privy to. And you, nestled comfortably on the sofa, just studying, you mumbled, gesturing vaguely at the textbook. You knew they'd see through your feigned nonchalance. Bakugo, ever perceptive, narrowed his eyes. Cut the crap. What is bugging you? He demanded, his voice rough but not unkind. You've been off all day. You hesitated, tracing the rim of your coffee mug. How could you explain the nature of whispers and judgment without sounding weak? It's nothing. You started, but Kirishima was already shaking his head. It's never nothing with you, Ian, he said gently, reaching out to take your hand. His calloused thumb brushed over your knuckles, a comforting gesture that always grounded you. Talk to us. You took a deep breath, the words stumbling out before you could second guess yourself. It's just what people are saying. You confessed, your voice barely above whisper. About us and me. How I don't deserve you guys. How it's weird. How you could do so much better. A beat of silence hung in the air, broken only by the continued hum of the lights. And then, Baku exploded. What? He roared, slamming his juice box down on the table, making you jump. Who the hell is saying that trash? His crimson eyes blazed with a familiar fury, but this time it was directed outwards, in defense of you. Kirishima, although calmer, looked equally incensed. His brows were furrowed, and his usually cheery demeanor was replaced by a steely resolve. Wait, seriously? People are really talking like that, he said, his voice quiet. That's completely unmanly. You flinched at Baku's outburst, but a part of you felt a flicker of relief. Their immediate, fierce protectiveness was a balm to your bruised ego. It's just the whispers, you clarified, looking down at your hands. Little things, maybe. But little things add up, and they make me feel sad and small in front of them. Bakugo scoffed, running a hand through his spiky hair. Small. You. Don't make me laugh, Moyana. He snarled, although his grip on his juice box had loosened. You're a damn force of nature, and if anyone thinks you're not good enough for us, they can come say it to my face and see what the heck happens. Kirishima nodded in agreement, his expression serious. He's right, Wayan. You're incredible. You're strong, kind, and smart. Everything we could ever want from you. And anyone who says otherwise is just jealous. He squeezed your hand, his gaze unwavering. We love you, and that's all that matters, right? Tears sparkled at your eyes. It was one thing to know that they loved you, another to hear them articulate it so fiercely, in the face of the very insecurities that had been plaguing you. But what if they're right? You whispered, the fear still lingering. What if I'm not good enough? And what if I'm holding you back? Baku leaned forward, his expression intense. Listen here, you idiot. You think for a second that we'd be with you if you were holding us back. You make us better. You keep Kirishima from being too damn naive, and you actually manage to put up with my shit. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. He paused, a rare moment of genuine vulnerability, softening his features. And we wouldn't have it any other way. Kirishima wrapped an arm around your shoulders, pulling you closer until your head rested against his firm bicep. He's not wrong. He chuckled, a warm vibration against your cheek. You're our rock, Wayan. You challenge us. You support us. You make us laugh. We chose you, just like you chose us. And their opinions, they're just noise, Wayan. You closed your eyes, letting their words wash over you, soaking in the warmth of their presence. The whispers didn't disappear entirely. You knew they wouldn't overnight, but their sting loosened considerably. With Baku's fiery defense and Kirishima's steady reassurance, the doubts began to recede. You lifted your head, looking from Baku's intense gaze to Kirishima's gentle smile. Thank you, you said, your voice thick with emotion. Both of you. You've only made my life better. Baku grunted, averting his eyes slightly. Just don't go getting all moppy on us again, he muttered, although a faint flush crept up his neck. Kirishima squeezed you tighter. And don't you ever doubt how much we love you, okay? You nodded, a genuine smile finally gracing your lips. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye!